Hey, hi, happy Monday. Waiting for this thing to go on. Good morning, happy Monday. It is June 8th, 7:30 in the morning, Santa Fe time. Just gonna pull up my little base place here so I can see you all as you roll in. How are you? Good morning. Hi. Friends, we've got a strength set this morning. So gathering any weights that you have would be awesome. Of course, there's, good morning, hi. Grabbing some weights, we'll get nice and warmed up. There is one move today where I would say if you have like an ottoman, or if you have a Swiss ball, good morning, Annika! Swiss ball, super dope option for this one as well. But a little something, you can always work from the floor. When we get to that piece, if you don't have anything that makes sense for you to lay on. Good morning, Angela. Oh, the gang is here. Monday, yeah, let's get after it, kids. Very nice. I wanted to see if I could just pull up and see. Okay, so I have this. Oh, shoot. Technology, friends. All right, let's get warmed up. I thought we'd actually start out nice and on the floor with a good old cat-cow. So really arch that back up. Drop the belly to the ground as I lift the gaze. You can take your own pace here, but waking up the spine after what was hopefully a restful weekend, maybe, hopefully, yes. I did actually get a lot of good. The rest, maybe a couple more here. Take it nice and the gentles. Yay, yay, the friends are all here. Fantastic. So warm-up move number 2. I'm just gonna come into a fairly wide stance here. So not radical, something that I feel somewhat comfortable, but I'm going to hinge forward. So I'm sending my butt back just a little with this one, and then trying to keep the spine flat now, right? We were yay, and we were yay. Now we're trying to get just a nice straight line, hips back. My knees aren't totally locked out, but they're fairly straight. And then just see if you can hang here for a second and open up some space in the hamstrings. Oh God, mine are tight. But I'm reaching for the floor here. If you're not quite that far down, totally fine. But if you feel comfortable, I'm gonna take the feet just a touch wider and then reach a little bit to my left side, a little bit to my right side, getting into the inner thigh now, just a little bit, yes, yes, yes. And you can keep inching it out if it feels good to then bend that knee and sit into one heel. Take her slow here, take her slow. We're just warming up the legs. But I want to make sure those hamstrings aren't completely still in bed yet. Nice, nice, yes, fantastic. Okay, friends, your final warm-up move here. We're gonna get the heart pumping a little bit, and then I'll detail what we will get into with the weights. But a squat and kick, squat and kick. I'm just gonna alternate the leg. 10 totally, ready for this? Squat and kick. There's 1, yes, 2, really lift the knee, and check in with the breath, ha, here's 5, 6, bam, 7s, 8, 9, and 9, 10, you guys warmed up. Olive just came downstairs. She's like, okay, party started. Let's do this thing. So grab those weights. It is a strength and stamina. That's what I called it. We're gonna start out with a good old-fashioned deadlift. So if you have a kettlebell, Let me bring this back here a little bit. Oh, my heart rate's up already. Woohoo! All right, so if you have leg kettlebell, we're gonna get into a classic deadlift here, where I come all the way up to standing, but at the top, I'm gonna take a nice, slow descent. They call this working the eccentric. I like to just call it a slow negative. So if you think with deadlift, right, we're usually working the up and doing a strong, forceful up, but I want you to take a slow negative on this deadlift. If you know what this is, go ahead and get into it. Your number is 10. Go so slow that you're not done when I'm explaining the other version here. But if you have two maybe not as heavy dumbbells, same concept applies, same body position, but I'm just sort of gonna let the knuckles scrape the shins as I go down. So see if you can do this without dropping the chest, right? I don't want the shoulders to round forward, but make it challenging, that staying super engaged. Again, the number is 10, as slow as you can on the down. I'm gonna catch up with you. I'm up with you here. Again, eccentric deadlift, nice and slow. You can still use that strong breath to come back to top, but we're really focusing on the down. Woo! Bum, bum, bum. Take it slow. If you're already done, do 5 more. Why not? Yes. This is really nice with your heaviest thing you have. This could be one of those, grab the water, whatever. I have a giant water container. Oh, it's starting to fire. Yes, a little bit. I'm gonna call this 10-ish over here. Oh yeah. So the theme of today, strength and stamina. That was a strength move. Now we're gonna get the heart rate up a little bit and some feeble rookies. Okay, so 2 options. I know we did these last week because I was feeling feisty. Guess what? Still feeling feisty. Your options are punch crunch on the floor, so that's a crunch with 2 punches, or just a standing punch here, which would just be find your stance, lighten the feet, and fully extend each arm. So it'd be 1 and 1. I'm going to go for the 20. Hi! 20 total. So from the floor, I'm going to show you the punch crunch version. Make sure I'm on the camera here. Yes, 2 punches. The number is 20. You can do this standing or from the floor, but why not get a little more core, friends? Why not? I believe it's 9. 10 more here. Use that breath. 2, 1, fantastic. We have worked on our stamina. Back to strength down. Okay, so move number 2 is the Arnold press. And ideal if you have some dumbbells. I will show you a resistance band version as well. But the idea with the Arnold press is my palms are gonna start facing me, and then I get this sweet rotation in the shoulder. Sorry, I'm dancing around today. It's gonna come all the way around. No jokes, I refer to this as protest fist. It's just fitting right now. But palm faces me at the start position. As I go up, rotation until the palm is facing out. So with 2 dumbbells, what that looks like is keeping the elbows lifted, and then 1 at a time, I'm gonna extend that arm all the way overhead. An option here is to rock this one from seated, right here. because there's a little bit of extra core engagement that you can find if you really think about keeping that rib cage down in this position, but elbows lifted. So elbows are gonna wanna fall down over time. If you're with me, if you're already rolling, make it 8 to 10 each side. That is the goal. Seating is not necessarily easier. I love the little bit of focus I get in my core with the seated version. Your choice here. Sorry, I told you I was going to show you the band version. It's a little trickier with a loop, but if you have a longer band, ideal, right? Because there's a little bit of twisting, but it can still kind of work here. I don't know if you can see me. One at a time, spinning around. Remember, right? The fists start facing me, and then 180 as I extend overhead. Is that visible? Maybe, maybe. So choosing your option there, again, 8 to 10 each side, depending on what you're working with. But the elbows want to fall. Don't let them. Keep them up nice and high. The idea is that it gets all 3 sides of that sweet, sweet deltoid. Yes, friends? All right. So Arnold's in the bag. We're now going to we're going back to that seat. So now for the first time, yay seat. If you need to do this from the floor, it totally still works from the floor. It could also work from a Swiss ball. I'll show you both. But it's just a pull over. I'm gonna show you here. This is too much weight. Don't do this much. This is silly. But I'm gonna come here. The weight's gonna be directly overhead, and I want you to, I'm gonna be a little hyperbolic here, but really tuck the tailbone under and keep that rib cage down. The weight's gonna go back, and then strong breath, bring it back to center. Yes, go for a big 10 there. It's kind of radical. We like a lot. If you had a Swiss ball, bring in other toy here. If you have a Swiss ball, super great. Really think about keeping the hips lifted here. But same idea. Find a little support from that friend under you, and then send that weight back. And strong breath. Pull it back to center. Dare I say, Swiss ball a little harder because you've got to hold your core in there. But all good core things, friends. A solid 10 there, if you haven't already. Oh, pull it over. We like a lot. Yes, yes, yes. So good. Woo! Fantastic. Okay, friends. So, I've shown you 4 things. We're gonna go back and do those 4 things, and then I'm gonna show you 2 more things. Starting at the top with that eccentric deadlift. So nice low deadlift. By now, hopefully, you've got a load that works for you. The number is 10. I'm just gonna get into it. So, stand nice and tall. Hips go back as slow as I can. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Going for the 10, going for the 10. Boom, boom. Yeah, see, we slow down the breath. Just a rational, reasonable bit of strength training, friends. Boom, and I've lost count. Totally lost count. I'm gonna call this 7, maybe? Take your time. There's no rush here. There's no rush here. More time under tension is great. Boom. I'm gonna call this the last one. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. But let's get right into it. Either those 1-2 punches or punch, crunch. Yes, the number is 20. And one cheat here is that you could use your heavy weight to anchor your feet. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yes, yes, it's just a nice little helper. It can be ba-ba, ba-ba. part. How you guys doing in there? We've got the Arnold press, so grab either, you can let me know that if this totally doesn't work for you, the alternating Arnold with a band, but fists start facing you, rotate up to protest fist, standing or seated, we like them both, but keep those elbows up. 8 to 10 each side, yes? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Right into it, boom, bada boom, excellent. Keep that rib cage down. Again, if you're doing the seated version like I am, then give yourself like literally 3 degrees of a forward lean. It's extra tiny, but I should feel my core working super hard just to hold this position. It's great. Bam, bam. I'm gonna call this something and something. Fantastic. Find that pull over position. Don't worry, you're gonna have a chance to catch your breath here when I explain the next couple moves. So, just get right into it. Even if you're feeling winded, that's fine. Let's pull it over 10 times here. Again, keep that rib cage down. Driving the belly button through the floor if you're on the floor, through the bench, if you're on your ottoman. Oh my goodness, is that 10? Maybe? Fantastic. Okay, very nice. So I'm gonna show you 2 more moves. Classic friends. The kneeling thruster, we love. You can do this with just body weight and get something out of it. So I would say have something cushy for the knees. If you're on hardwood floor, not ideal. So give yourself a gentle knee position, but I'm gonna have the toes tucked here. Hips are gonna drive forward. If I was body weight style, I would just have 2 little thumbs here. What's up? Good morning, Cynthia. So if I'm just body weight, right, as my hips lock out forward, send those arms all the way overhead. There is value in just really mastering that hip lockout. If you have dumbbells, maybe a couple, awesome, right? 2 there, or a heavy one, you could hold her by the ears. It's not what anyone calls them. I never know what to call these stinkers, but kettlebell style with a single, holding with the horns, yes? Use the momentum from the hips to get that lockout. Many options to load that there, but let's get a solid 10, 10, 10. You got this, you got this. With the load, kneeling thrusters. Crazy's gonna do a few more with this guy. Giving you some time to get all 10. Use the rep. And boo! So that was more the stamina, but also strength. Very nice work. Okay, so this is more classic strength. We've done a lot of single leg deadlifts. Right, the deadlift is what we started with. Single leg deadlift, same concept, hinging at the hip. A lot of times I will challenge you guys to load opposite hand because I like how it keeps the hip square, or it seems to help be a thing that helps to keep this flying hip down. A lot of people will sort of open up here. We want to keep that hip locked down to the ground. Does that make sense to you guys? Does it make sense to me? I think it makes sense. Oh, wow. So, coming here though, instead of a one-handed grip, I'm going to challenge you to a two-handed grip. So, if I've got, of course when I've got 2 dumbbells, just have one in each hand. But if you've got a single kettlebell, let's hold on with both hands. Find that balance on one leg. And let's get a good old single leg deadlift here. Hinging nice and long, send that heel behind you. I know it usually looks like my leg is very bent. It's just because I have tight hammies. Tight hammies. What? Your goal is 6 to 8, depending on how heavy this load is. But don't take it slow, because we're going back for a few more eccentrics. Absolutely. Get right into the other side and or slide it down for a second. And reset. Resetting, looking like one little deadlift. Find that balance once I'm at the top, hinging nice and long. And really make sure that flying hip isn't twisting open here. Yes, yes. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Again, the goal is 6 to 8. That's 5 for yours truly. Boom! Just gonna hit a couple more here. Bada bing, bada boom, and put that heavy thing down. Very nice, very, very nice. Let's grab some water. A short break. Rehydrate. So I've shown you 6 things. We're gonna do all 6 one more time, and then I've got a little tiny itsy bitsy baby cute icing sprinkle. It's not even icing, it's just a sprinkle. When you're ready, starting back at the top, slow native deadlift, yes? So grab as much weight as you have handy. Get those hips ready to lock out, yes? All the way up, and then slow and controlled, nice flat back, straight line from the tailbone to the top of the head. Woo! Take her slow, take her slow. Sometimes I get pumped up. It's a good challenge to actually make me do something super slow. Finding that focus. You know, we'll be picking up the heart rate in no time. So take this one easy. Not easy, but take her controlled and thoughtful. I'm gonna call that lay 8. I'm gonna call this 9. Last one. Okay, punch time. You're welcome to crunch it. Just to show you standing version, I'm gonna do standing. And we like punching, yes. So punch crunch or standing punch. Yes, you ready for this? Let's go. It's so hard to count. We'll call it. I think that's definitely 20. But I'll give you guys a few more. Just feels good. It just feels good to punch the air. How are you guys doing in there? Bam, bam. We're knocking it out. Strength and stamina. This is the goal today. Okay, friends. Your arm will press. So back to fist face to face. Come up to protest. Bring it back down, but don't let those elbows drop. If you're doing this seated version, keep that rib cage down. Yes. This is another one where whipping through it would not be ideal. Take your time. Yes. We're not necessarily doing a slow negative here, but not rushing. Oh, so nice. Did you guys do 8 last time? Do you think you've got a full 10 in you? This is the last time we'll do it. This is the 3rd time we have Arnold present, and maybe you've got a couple extra reps. Maybe you got something that's lit some fire in these arms. Bam! Just a couple extra. Just a couple extra. Why not? Fantastic. Loves it. Loves it. All right. Find that ottoman or the floor. Your pullover for 10, 12 if you're feeling rowdy. Yes, yes. It's not every day I feel like extra reps, but choose your own adventure here, friends. I'm going to shoot for a solid late 12. Holy ab store. Bum, bum. Again, the elbows are soft here. I'm only going back as far as I can keep my torso down. That weight makes it want to pop up. Don't let it. Bam. Oh God. I think this is 11 and shoulders. Shoulders, so happy. We got thrusters. We got those thrusters. So, as you recall, it's explosive, but your choice on whether to go body weight and just really get that lockout, load it light, load it heavy. The number is 10. The number is a solid 10. If you do not have heavy weights, hit that toe, girl. Come on. Oh, we like it a lot. We like, I was doing that with a private client once, and she started laughing at me because she's like, you really like that? It's true. I like it, friends. I only do the workouts that I like, and we like those thrusters a lot. Okay, so back to not so crazy single leg deadlift, but we're trying to hold it with both hands and not let the flying hip just slowly open up to the sky. We want to keep it square. At the bottom position, both hips should be pointing down. Yes, yes. But catch the breath. Those thrusters are rowdy. Real rowdy. How are we doing in here? How are we doing? Everyone alive? Everyone alive? We're just flying. We're just flying through, kids. Ah, excellent. Okay, so single leg. We did 6 to 8. Your call. I'm feeling like the extra credit this morning. I don't know why. Feeling like definitely got 8 each side. Again, you don't have to do these ones slow. We've already got 3 rounds of slow deadlifts. Holy ankle stability. You got this. Boom. I think that is the 6. 7, 8. I'm gonna go for 10, friends. I'm gonna go for, oops, see that. Try to look sideways. Not easy. Bam. Oh yeah, but take that rest when you need it. Good stuff. Ha 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 ha. Yes, yes, yes. Fantastic. Let's get that other side, and I'll show you that last little sprinkle of the move. Sprinkle of a move. Oh, it got me winded, Here we go. Single leg, nice and controlled. Again, I'm challenging you to whatever you did last time, just add 2. Add 2 reps. Bam. We spend a lot of time on the timer and get equal work, but ooh, why not get 2 extra credit? I completely lost count. Da 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 da. You guys, yay, yay. What's up, Cynthia? Happy to do some good stuff. Good work, team. That was super strengthy. Me proud of you. Let us do one little icing move. You into this? So, just a little bit of core. I'm gonna clear out some of these objects. Oh, Bonnie! Hi, Bonnie! How are you? Good morning! Super good morning. All right, our final move here is going to be, I'm going to come down nice and long, and then as I come up, it's kind of like a bicycle, left or opposite knee to elbow, but I'm going to stick it just for a second, and then go long, other side, stick it. So that heel can stay down, the long side heel could stay down, or you could float it for a little more challenge. Your choice here, but my challenge to you, friends, It's your last round. I'll only make you do it one time. Shall we get 20 each side? 20 each leg. You can do this. Let's go. Stick it a little. Use the breath. 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boom. 8. Yeah. 9s. The 10s. You're halfway. Keep going. Come on. Boom. Da da da. Here's 15. Bam. 16. Da da da. Ra ra. Ha ha. Finish it out. Finish it out. If you're still going, don't let me stop you. A solid 20 each leg. Just wanted to put that little ab sprinkle on the top. Oh my goodness. Friends, it's so good to see you this morning and all the mornings. We're keeping the schedule. We're feeling good. We got, I don't know if I'm saying we, I got some good nature and rest and recovery this weekend. And I feel, yeah, the time calls for the building of stamina and a long race, not a sprint. This is why we develop all of the strengths and the cardiovascular capacities. I hope you all are doing super well. Thank you for entertaining my strength ideas this morning. And yeah, take care of yourselves. I will of course see you on Wednesday. Same bat channel. Friends, stay strong. I will see you next time. Bye.